So I've just picked up a new game on Steam, Steel Division Normandy 44, which I think comes out this month. It's currently in its beta period, so you get early access, which I've now got. So I'm just going to have to go at a game and a battle. So I've not actually played it yet, so this is my first time actually giving a battle a go. So I've got a rough idea what I'm doing, so I've been watching some other players on YouTube, other videos. I really like the look of it, so I thought I'd buy it. So I've already created a battle group, British Army battle group. So I've got various tanks and artillery, etc. I like the look of. I like the way you can do that. You just create a battle group first and then deploy your assets. It's not like conventional RTS games in that sense, because you create your own pool essentially. So the AI is on very easy, so I don't really know what to expect. Because I don't really know what I'm doing, I suspect I might well lose, but hopefully I won't. I'm kind of going to just play this battle out like I would if I was actually overseeing an operation of this type. So D-Day has just occurred, and I'm guessing we're just sweeping up the Normandy coastline, encountering German forces along these hedgerows. So let's see what kind of battle ensues. So I've got myself some air assets. So this is pre-battle stuff, so I've not even launched the battle yet. So it kind of gives you time to deploy assets before you hit the go button. So I'm giving myself some Spitfires, a Typhoon, which is a very effective unit, I'd imagine. I'm guessing it fires rockets, which is really good. Very deadly weapon, late era World War II British aircraft. And obviously the Spitfires, enough said. So I've got lots of infantry, let's see how we get on. I've got the AVRE. Not much in the way of armour at the moment. So it's a case of just rolling my units forwards. So it's good. I'm just sort of getting. I've got an idea of the controls. It's interesting. I mean, when you zoom into this level, the graphics aren't exactly Men of War caliber, but they're still pretty good because that fast zoom out is nice. The way you can do that. So I've never played the War Game series before, and the guys that made this game, I think, are the people that made the War Game series, and it's all about extremely large scale combat. So you zoom out to huge radiuses, encapsulating miles and miles of terrain, and then quickly zoom back into micromanage essentially. I'm hoping you don't need to micromanage too much in a game like this. It'd be quite difficult really. So as you can see, I've basically created three forces here. One on the left, one on the right flank, and one going straight up the centre. So that's my aim really. I suspect that this is the kind of game where you can quite easily get flanked if you're not being careful. So I'm going to try and make sure that I've got forces basically in those three positions, left, right and middle, at all times. So that front line's interesting. So you can see the way the front line moves as forces basically take ground or lose ground. So at the moment the Germans have got most of the ground by the looks of it, 60% odd. But that once I start pushing, we should hopefully start seeing some gains. But as it stands, the Germans are winning because they control the area. But yeah, so far I'm liking this. I'm liking this map. I'm loving the scale of this map. Really nice. And the fast zooms. But like I say, yeah, when you get down and real close to the units, the graphics kind of, yeah, they're not Men of War graphics, but I wouldn't expect them to be really. So I'm going to just bring my units up.
Ready, Captain.
One thing I'm noticing a bit is you have to deploy units, which I don't know. I feel like perhaps you shouldn't have to do that, but then again, the infantry are moving up in Bedford trucks,
ready for battle.
so you have to specify. Unless I'm doing it wrong, I think you have to specify when they disembark the truck as a squad. And I think you need to watch out for that, because I suspect if you don't do that, trucks are going to get blown up and whole squads of infantry are going to be inside them. They may just get out the truck as soon as they encounter enemy contact, I'm not entirely sure about that.
Orders, sir.
But the artillery, I mean, you roll the artillery up and it doesn't deploy. You have to actually specify that it gets deployed. Minor thing, I guess. So here we go. First squad of riflemen out. On the move. Moving up. Mostly just Lee Enfields there. Good rifle squad. Got his AVRE moving in, which is good to have at this stage. Early stage for infantry, for tanks even.
Setting up,
So
sir.
my understanding is
Hurry
there's
up,
phases in this game, so this is kind of like phase 1, I think. Or I'm not entirely sure. But as the phases progress, you unlock
Second
more and more of your
platoon's ready, sir.
battle group assets, which I created
Move
earlier.
out. Scatter formation. Ready to brew some tanks, sir?
So I think I've got myself well covered here. I've got anti-tank guns in good positions. I've got infantry. I've got one AA gun of Bofors because I've got to anticipate that the Germans are going to send some 109s my way. What else have I got? I've got one tank.
Sir. Yes, sir. Moving the gun.
Contact. Here we go. Right, so I've been engaged by a German
Anti-tank team operational,
anti-tank
sir.
gun, field gun, pack of some description. Oh shit. Okay, so I didn't quite get the hit in there, so I lost an anti-tank gun.
Yes, sir. Okay.
So need to, well, I quickly need to
Bring us there, taxi.
get another anti-tank gun out on that centre flank.
Section at your orders, sir.
Move from some infantry up. But I just need to be ebbing forward because at the moment I've not actually gained any ground at all really. So the Germans still control most of the map. So they are currently winning, and they're also currently gaining way more resource points because like most RTS games, ultimately the more resource points you get, the more you get access to units, the more you can deploy.
We can
So
give some fire support, sir.
I need to push up. I'm guessing an easy way to lose a game like this is to just camp and to turret farm, as I used to call it in the CNC days.
Yes, sir.
Still miss Command and
move
Conquer
out.
games. Whoa! So this guy's still engaging me. That German field gun. He's taken out a Vickers MG emplacement there, and that's devastating actually because that's pushed back my middle flank. And also I'm being engaged on the left by yet another German anti-tank crew. So they've set up they've set themselves up in good positions here in the hedgerows, well covered, well camouflaged.
Medic.
So I'm losing another rifleman crew there.
Sir, yes, sir.
I'm going to try and move them up, move that Vickers up, try and flank the anti-tank position there, pin them down. This AVRE is so slow, but I guess because the map's so large in this game, you get the sense that everything's moving slowly. Okay, AVRE's engaging with MG, and we took out that anti-tank gun, which is good. That's opened up the left flank. And now I need to assert some units here, maybe move up some more infantry. What have we got? Don't really have a lot I can deploy right now.
We can give some fire support, sir.
Minimal assets really I've got right now. And judging by the resource points on the right, the Germans have got way more to play with at the moment.
Germans ahead.
Shit, where's that? Is that same gun on the middle flank? I need to try and
Stay on your guards,
pin
gentlemen.
it down with some small arms fire perhaps.
Bring us there, taxi.
Oh no,
Awaiting instructions.
no, they've got no cover whatsoever.
Attacking.
What have we got here? I'm not entirely sure what I just used to target them. I think it was the Bofors AA gun. Oh no! What am I talking about? I deployed a Spitfire. Here we go. Strafing run. Lovely stuff. I love this game already, I must say.
It's not tea time.
As soon as I saw that Spitfire move in for the kill, yeah, let's just say I got pretty excited for a moment there.
Be careful, enemies nearby.
So one of the things about Men of Wars that's quite weak is the air element. I've never really bothered with it. Oh shit, Germans are attacking me with numbers on the left flank. They're pushing the left. So luckily I've got that AVRE up on the road. Should be able to engage these German trucks. Very lucky I used that unit. Look at that lovely view there. Spitfire's coming in for a strafing run. Whoa, lovely. Rocket strike. That was a Typhoon in fact. Lost another Vickers crew there. Another Spitfire strafing run. Very nice, but still not taking out that anti-tank gun. My crew have got, my rifle squad have got up close to them, but there's a German infantry Wehrmacht's holding that position. They're backing up the anti-tank gun there in that tree line. And it looks like the Germans are moving in on the right flank slightly as well. They're gaining some ground. So at the moment I'm losing quite badly here. I've not really gained any ground at all. Bit of a crossfire. I've got two rifle squads. One of them's down. Nice. Spitfire's doing a good job there, just returning with some strafing runs. MG. So I've got this gunfight ensuing here between these two tree lines. I'm going to just let that wage on for a little bit. Hopefully my crew, my infantry squad will prevail there. But the left flank, the Germans are really pushing. They've got multiple units here. So I'm losing yet another rifle squad by the looks of it. God, just looking at the map, I've got barely no resources left here. No units deployed apart from a handful of squads. I need to deploy more really. I haven't really got many points, so this is trial by fire really, this at the moment. Because I haven't really played this at all, like I said. I just want to take this crew out at least. Take this German infantry squad out and move in on that centre flank. Try and get up, see what's going on here. Well, a bit of a small arms exchange going on there, lots of tree line cover. Let's just hope that my infantry pull it off. So I've got an infantry squad there moving in on the right flank. This AVRE's been fantastic on the left. He's managed to hold back multiple German units there that tried to move down that main road. So it looks like it's opened up, which is a bit of a lifesaver for me, I think. My asset pool's opened up. I guess it's a different phase of the battle, perhaps. But now I can start deploying some much heavier units. So I've got access to Shermans, Wolverines, Churchills even. Some 17 pounds of artillery. What else? All sorts of things. Very nice. What's that? Bofors. I moved the Bofors up earlier. And that is now engaging.
Enemy spotted. Be ready.
Nice. So the AA gun there, effectively taking out infantry on the ground. Why not? So the Germans are falling back, quite rightly. Full retreat on the middle flank there, and that's opened up the way for me. Gained a bit of ground there. I love the way enemies retreat. It's very good. It really feels like you're playing a genuine battle here. It's like a sort of sim. What's going on here? So they've not fully retreated. They've pulled back to a second position. Well, that could be a different squad actually. I think it is. So I've got a Spitfire moving in. Another strafing run. I'm going to work these Spitfire crews all through the battle. I may as well just keep repeatedly doing runs. Oh no, bomb drop. Wow. So the Spitfire dropped some bombs, but it looks like the Germans are countering with a Messerschmitt 109, I'm guessing. Could be a Junker 88, but no, I doubt it would be. So, oh, who's that? Oh wow. Tinder message from Sophie. Can't talk now, Sophie. I'm playing Steel Division. Way more important stuff. So,
Everybody,
what's
check
going
your
on
ammo.
here? Moving in slightly.
Tommy's ready for battle.
So that 109, I think, had to retreat because my AA gun opened up on the 109. So I guess this is definitely an important thing in this game, is to have AA assets. I'm guessing a lot of the time it's easy to neglect that. Moving up Sherman, moving up Wolverine. I've got a Churchill. What have we got here? Wolverine on that left flank. Pretty quiet on this side of the map at the moment. Germans are still winning. I've not actually gained a lot of ground. Here we go. They've lined themselves up again on the right, same as before. AA gun defended by infantry, or anti-tank gun even. I really want to seize this centre flank. I don't want to have bubbles of front line creeping back. I want to have a nice straight line. Let's go. Okay, so I'm really starting to bring the numbers up now, which is good. Wolverine's engaged. Range seems to be quite realistic in this game. I'm liking the distance that tanks can fire shells at. Well, there's some sort of German artillery opening up on my left flank, and it's coming from the centre flank. I've got no visual on it though. My AVRE's getting pretty damaged there. I don't want that AVRE to die because he's been with me since the beginning of the battle. I'm already feeling a little defensive of them. Sentimental. So here we go. I need to just move in, see what's going on there. It looks like I can see the position it's firing from, but I just don't know what it is.
Ready, sir.
Right flank's looking alright. And it looks like the tide of battle has just turned. And according to the stats on the right, I'm now set to win. Eventually, but it's definitely early days.
Officers ready.
I'm just going to deploy as many units as I can. I'm not holding back.
This is Red 2, enemy spotted.
So there's
Gun ready, sir.
lots of sightings of German positions, but
We're rolling.
I really want to take this vehicle out in the middle here. Get a visual of it.
There, taxi. Red 6 mounted up.
Here we go. There he is.
Right on the mark.
It's a good position. Got a Honey light tank here, Honey Stewart opening up.
Good job, gunner.
Nice.
I hear you loud and clear.
So that's paved the way for an advance.
Drop 200.
Gained a lot of ground now.
Fire for effect.
Looks like a half track moving in. I think. Didn't last long because I've got anti-tank guns on the road covering the advances. So they can send half tracks down that road all day long,
Roger.
as far as I'm concerned.
Out. What are your orders, sir? Sir? Come on, chaps. The war's over there.
So the pressure's on the Germans now, really. I could just camp and essentially just hold my ground, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and capture at least 70% of the map.
Enemy sighted.
Still a bit of resistance going on. I'm not too concerned
At your orders.
about that. Not many units there.
I spot movement.
Okay, we've got left flank. Oh, this is interesting. So, right, so looks like the... Yeah, okay, so there's actually a section of the left flank I've not really
He's burning.
put any units on. So they're kind of creeping around the left. They're almost trying to envelop me on the left, almost doing an extreme flank on the left. I need to deal with this.
Enemy spotted.
They may be, yeah, oh, they've got numbers on that left flank. Holy shit. So that infantry squad are doomed, I suspect. They need to pull back.
Preston, get down.
Spitfire to the rescue, hopefully. No, I should have sent the Typhoon out, really.
It's not tea time.
Oh, they surrendered. One of my units surrendered, damn it. Well, I guess they were pretty exposed there on that flank. I didn't back them up.
I'm out. Over.
Typhoon. 109's coming in. He's going to attempt to engage my Spitfires, I suspect.
Damn, I'm hit badly.
I've got an AA gun. I haven't got an AA... Where's my AA gun? Oh, he hasn't got a... He's not in range. He's not in range of that 109. Jesus. I could lose a Spitfire here. I lost a Spitfire. God damn it. 109 sneaked in. Sneaked around the back of the Spitfire, took him out. So that's bad news. And the Germans have really pushed that left flank, and if I don't deal with that quickly, they're going to basically envelop my whole force, I suspect. They're certainly going to retake the majority of the map anyway. So I'm rolling in infantry. Oh, I've got a Challenger now. Nice. Challenger, really? Pretty late war era tank, that.
Waiting for air or ground targets.
So that's that then. I've done all I can. I've sent as many units there as possible for now, without overly depleting my resource pool.
We can give some fire support, sir. Come on, chaps, the war's over there.
So just gonna wait for units to get in position.
I hear you loud and clear. Germans ahead.
Probing that road again.
Ready for trophy hunting.
Whoa, lots of units coming down that road,
Successful hit.
but I've got that position pretty well covered. Multiple tanks just waiting there.
Yes, sir. All units, enemy sighted.
What's that? Tank, enemy tank. It looks like we've got ourselves a German tank. Also, what is it? It's a Stug. German Stug. Okay, this is where it's going to get challenging, I suspect.
Right.
When I start taking on German armour, it's going to be a problem. So I've got a Wolverine there. Anti-tank.
Pedal.
Tank destroyer even. What's that?
This is Red 2, enemy spotted.
It's some sort of AA gun they've deployed on the road.
Yes, sir. Target on sight.
I can engage that, surely. Okay, the Germans are starting to push me a bit now. They're probing me a bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's happening here? They're pushing that road. That Stug's taking out multiple tanks. Shit!
Right on the mark.
I think I'm not sure if I. No, I didn't. Oh, they surrendered. Shit! That Stug is pushing down that street. So exactly what I was worried about. As soon as German armour turns up, my units start getting
Mounted up.
pulverised.
Bring us there.
So that Stug took out the Wolverine, it took out the Honey Stuart, I suspect, and it caused a bunch of my units to surrender. and I just think it's still alive, but it's behind the German lines, so I don't see it at the moment. I need to move some Shermans up. I've got to play this out like the Allies would in real life.
Yes, sir.
Fight quality with quantity, I guess. Although
Yes,
the
sir.
Allies did have some pretty good tanks at this stage in the war. Mainly the British tanks were great. The Comet. I haven't got a Comet though. I don't know if that's in this game. Hopefully it is. So what's it? I've got artillery. I might start using the artillery at some point. So there's infantry in that tree line. I've got a Challenger
We're moving, sir.
up on that on by the street. Germans aren't really pushing this right flank. They're kind of just probing the right flank with infantry, and at the moment I've got that pretty well covered. So I'm going to focus on the left here. Yep, they are pushing that left still. There's a tank, and it looks like another Stug. So my Wolverine's retreating, and I've got nothing I can really use to compete against that German position. There's an anti-tank gun and a Stug. So that honey Stuart's not going to last long. I'm going to maybe roll that infantry squad up. Yeah, exactly. So the honey Stuart got taken out there pretty easily. Ah, damn it. So the Wolverine's still retreating. Stug's moving down the main street, but the Typhoon saves the day. Well, it didn't kill the Stug. The Stug's falling back, and the 109's being deployed yet again. But this time I've got a bigger AA gun deployed, which should... Yep, it's dealing with the 109, I think.
Radio check, red 16, over.
So I've got a mobile AA gun there, faster, more nimble unit, more powerful. That sent the 109 packing, and we're doing another strafing run.
I'm out, over. That one bought it.
Very nice. Direct hit there, bomb drop.
At your orders. Let's go, gentlemen. At your orders.
So I'm beginning.
Germans ahead.
Stug's still on the street.
I hear you loud and clear. Copy,
Where's
sir.
he going? Don't know why the AI is doing that. Move that Wolverine up.
Yes, sir.
So the AA gun is engaging. German artillery's opening up. Multiple things I've got to keep an eye on here, but this left flank, I really want to focus on this left flank. I really want to capture that area, which is annoying me, it's bugging me now. So I've got more units on the way.
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Out.
I'm moving that Challenger up.
Looking for prey.
I think there's still a Stug around here somewhere. Don't think it died, but sometimes it's hard to keep track of this stuff.
Enemy spotted. Be ready.
Now that looks like a pretty serious German anti-tank gun there, a PaK 40 by the looks of it, high velocity, high caliber weapon. So that took out my Wolverine, I think, or Sherman, one of the two.
Understood.
And it's about to take out a whole squad of infantry as well.
Contact with hostiles. The enemy is cut to pieces.
Right, we took out an anti-tank gun. Whoa!
Awaiting instructions.
I pushed my right flank there a bit.
Ready, sir. Germans ahead.
So that Stug's still there.
Open fire. Good job,
So
gunner.
I'm going to pound that area with some 17-pounder artillery. Oh, here we go. I'm really opening up now. Just got to let it play out. I've got the units. I've got enough assets there to take that position. I should be able to. I'm flanking it from the left there with the tank. So the Germans are pinned down in that tree line. Tempted to send a Spitfire. Yep, here we go. Lovely. Fantastic. Now that is how you clear a tree line. 109's on the move, but I've got multiple AA guns. Should, yep, yep.
Mayday, mayday.
They're engaging. Hopefully the Spitfire will make it home.
Tank destroyer ready.
So the left flank isn't as
Need a ride?
well. It's looking like I've got it under control. I still haven't pushed that position yet, but I've managed to hold them at bay. More Shermans.
Wake up, boys. It's not tea time. Red 6 mounted up.
I would say the right flank's pretty much mine now. No German resistance really,
Nearby.
or well, minimal. But their numbers are on the left, so I need to just capture this little position here on the shoreline.
This is Red 2. Enemy
I'd
spotted.
love to kill that Stug. I'd love to. Just doesn't seem to want to die at all. So what have we got here? Surely I can take him out with that. So, try and get the side shot on him. And I'm going to use this artillery as well.
Adjusting aim. Fire. I'm listening, sir. Enemy spotted. Be ready. Successful hit.
So this game's not necessarily about killing all the enemy you see on the map. It's more about just holding ground, gaining enough ground to seize the area, and then essentially the enemy retreats. It's much more realistic than most RTS games. It's nice. I like the way it plays out. It feels like a real battle. So again, resorting to airstrikes to try and engage these German tanks. There we go.
I am in charge here.
So that Typhoon's proved a very effective unit for me. That and the AVRE early on in the battle.
Light those bastards. I'll be there soon. Waiting for action.
Ah, that Pack 40 is still wasting my troops on the left flank.
Best job I've ever had. Ready, Captain. Germans ahead. Roger.
Surely it's dead now. I forgot here. Pinned down the through. Is that Stug still alive? Jesus.
Red 6 mounted up. Wake up, boys. It's not tea time.
You've got to be careful because another Wolverine's killed.
Ready to fire, sir.
It's one of those games you can send all your units up expecting to smash through the German defences, and then they're going to win against your units, and then they're going to counter strike, and then you're not going to have anything to back up your line.
Right on the mark. Germans ahead.
Oh, so yeah, all my tanks got killed there on that left flank. Well, in that section, so I've still got a couple.
Red 1 attacking.
Again, I'm going to have to resort to a Spitfire strike on that anti-tank gun.
All right, ladies. It's time to move.
Stug's retreating back. I think it looks like units get veterancy status in this because they get stars above them. I'm guessing that means they've got loads of kills. Nice, pack destroyed. Lovely little Spitfire strafing run there. Killed the pack crew. 109 again. I know the way it works, but the AA gun should deal with that.
Red 6 mounted up.
So just slowly, cautiously capturing that left flank now. Just doing enough.
Enemy spotted. Be ready.
I'm confident of a win at this stage, just based on the numbers on the right. But I would love to. I would love to kill that Stug. It is bugging me a bit now. What have we got here? Artillery. So tanks retreating.
At your orders.
I've got a Churchill here.
Successful hit. Bailing out. We can't take this anymore.
Oh Jesus! So
Looking for enemy planes.
I've got the left flank.
Dual units.
What's that? What's that? Look like a half track. Something was sighted on the left there. It's yeah, half track.
Instructions.
But I've got that covered. Nice.
Awaiting instructions.
Took out the crew before they could deploy that anti-tank gun.
Successful hit. Between war and dishonor.
We've got German infantry crews moving up.
We're gonna hang out the washing on
Whoa!
the
I think they just tried to take out my honey badger there with a Panzerfaust.
down. Tank ready.
Whatever it is.
Best job I've ever had.
More
Ready to
AA
bring
guns.
some tanks, sir?
More anti-tank guns even. But I've got the numbers to just hold my ground and ebb away at them.
We'll deal with them.
Shit, I lost another one yet again. Ah, here we go. Your team owns 70% of the conquest points. So I guess if I hold my ground, I'm going to win pretty quick.
Fire control. Corporal is gonna sight on the enemy. I'm listening, sir.
So as I said at the start, this was against a very easy AI opponent, so it was really just to get an idea of the game. And I'm loving this game, I must say. Really glad I pre-ordered this. Looking forward to playing the full game. One guy, one German troop there just running into a field aimlessly. He had nowhere to go. Kind of feel sorry for him in a way.
Section at your orders, sir.
So, will I kill this Stug?
Firing when in range, sir.
Come on.
Right on the mark.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, ammo explosion.
Yes, sir.
Well, there we go then. I would say that's pretty decisive that I've pulled it off.
Drop 300. 5 rounds. Fire
Just going to spam that area with artillery just because I want to see what it looks like, and also I suppose it might keep the Germans at bay.
Let's go. And fast. This is Red 2. Enemy spotted.
Well, we've got another tank there on the left.
Ready, sir. Roger. Changing position. Out.
Oh, there we go. Just a bit of a barrage. Looks like another Stug. So I've got infantry moving up with the tank.
Yes, sir. Weapons ready.
Come on. Looks like the Churchill's got the upper hand there, I think. But then again, it's pretty tight. They're both pretty low on health now.
When you think you are too close, going closer.
I'm just going to pull back that unit.
All units, enemy sighted. Saluting the captain makes him a target for Germans.
Moving in, that Churchill right flank's completely conquered as far as I'm concerned. I'm not going to bother tidying up that area. One thing it does annoy me about this game slightly is it seems like you sometimes have to right click to move units and sometimes have to left click, and I keep left clicking thinking units are moving and they're not, and right clicking and then they're not moving. It's a bit, there's obviously some distinction between left and right click I haven't quite gathered yet, but I kind of wish you just could use one of them, like left click at all times perhaps, or don't know. It's one of those things to just get used to. Whoa, lots of Germans on that left flank. They're still got the numbers on that left flank, but they're just not quite able to push me back. And they're kind of just on the back foot. They're retreating. So it looks like I've won, but just trying to keep them at bay really until I get that victory confirmed. Oh damn, lost a crew there.
Between war and dishonor, I choose war. Fire at them.
So my infantry squad got a little bit too ahead of themselves there,
Rules the sky.
and they got wiped out before my tanks could engage.
Just get me out of here.
So we've still got a battle on our hands on this left flank, I must say, but don't think we've got long left, so it's going to be a victory. The Germans are going to have to just retreat. Spitfire's just sweeping up.
Enemy sighted. I got a hit. Drop 300. 5 rounds. Fire for effect.
And again, just wiping out that 109. I'd love to. It'd be great if I could kill that 109, but no, he's going to run away.
Engine is running. We're waiting.
Some sticks on the
Take this
left.
anymore. What's up, sir?
Oh, there we go. Major victory. Nice. Well, this game's awesome. Let's look at those stats. So actually, it was pretty close in terms of the kills. Pretty close. I've got a few more kills than the AI. So this is interesting. Yes, it tells you. So the AVRE, yeah, got loads of kills. That's what I thought. Spitfire, yeah. I thought the Typhoon got more kills. I think maybe the Typhoon just kept damaging units. But that AVRE at the start was very effective. Yeah, nice. Well, this game's awesome. Highly recommend it. And I hope you enjoyed watching.